Hello, my name is Brian Terrell, founder and CEO of GPL Technologies. I'm here with our account rep, Sean Sennett. Sean, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well, Brian. And yourself?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm here on a rainy day in Costa Rica. So we've been talking a lot about Secure Studio. We're launching it. And so do you mind if I show you the new deck?
Please do.
Awesome. All right, we're calling it Secure Studio. And the reason we created this was we wanted our clients to be taken care of. And I've been asking my clients to test their backups for a long time, like, I don't know, maybe a decade. And they're not really into testing backups. And I can't blame them. So what we want is to be able to give them the comfort, knowing that we're looking after their backups. We have a dedicated resource that is managing and monitoring these systems. He built the systems. He built the systems out 5 years ago. We've been working on this for over a decade, and we've just been iterating it. We have great security. Andy Mnuchin is the head of our security practice. He works in tandem with the rest of the team, making sure that the firewall's in place, making sure the endpoint protection is dialed in, making sure the alerting's working. We had recently an attack that happened at 3 a.m. Our team was alerted due to lateral movement, and we were able to stop it. It turns out it was not a piece of infrastructure we were managing. They wouldn't allow updates to happen, and so it got hit by a 0-day attack. And now, of course, it's been remediated. Updates are happening. But we want our clients to know that IT infrastructure is being monitored. And then trying to solve this internally could be a tremendous burden. So we want them to be able to cross this off their to-do list. We want our artist clients and other business owners to not have to worry about is the firewall patched or not. They should know that the firewall is patched. We should have it in our process. There should be no discussion. It should just automatically happen. So basically, everything is centralized. We allow for Windows and Apple to both be monitored and managed. We make sure we provide all the security services, the device control, firewall, antivirus. Everything is taken care of. If there's an issue, we'll see it and address it. In terms of what Secure Studio covers, the initial offering is $3,000 for just the core. And then each device is a separate cost per device, depending on the type of business we're talking about. But typically it's $250 a user. It's a little bit about the tools we use. It's a little bit too techy for where I'm going to be, but the important thing to know is that this has been automated by industry tools, and that these tools allow for scale, which is why we're able to offer what would normally take an individual at 150,000 a year, and we're able to offer it for 36,000 a year or $3,000 a month. A little bit, again, a little bit techy, but the important thing to note is that this is an agent that's running, making sure security is happening through an automated process. It doesn't involve the way we used to do it with a lot of hand holding, asking users to push the button. This is done to provide a seamless experience for the users. And we're doing the same thing with Apple. Apple sometimes doesn't make it easy, but we have the right tools in place. Apple has grown up a bit. It does address its need to be serviced in the enterprise. And so we are monitoring and managing Apple. Again, zero touch. All that means is applications and patches can be installed seamless and without any effort required by the end user. And SSO allows for an increased security to make sure that someone doesn't hack your password. It still requires another form of authentication. So EDR is just a fancy way of saying endpoint detection and resolution, which means that we're monitoring and managing the security of the systems. If there should be anything suspicious or anything that needs to be noted, it will send a notification to our team. Our team will investigate the notification as soon as possible and begin to take corrective action. We want to make sure that we're able to articulate the value from the service. We want to make sure that everyone understands what's happening within their environment. So we simply have these three different controls. We have the dashboards for a high level, macro level, get it to the micro detail with incident, and then remote control agent is how our guys make the magic happen behind the scenes. We want to make sure that the plumbing is in order for our clients, so we offer infrastructure monitoring. Basically, after our guys set up an environment, which happens within the first 30 days, they'll have full control of the firewall switches and storage, and they can begin making things are safe and patched. Obviously, again, our guys are extremely organized, and we're able to articulate that through dashboards and design documents. Backup as a service is one of my favorites. We want to make sure that all of our clients are protected if they should get crypto lockered or have an earthquake, or in the case of New York, a hurricane hits the city, which it did. We're able to then back everything up from our colo in Koreatown and rebuild an environment using our hardware as a service offering. We could bring somebody back up to online within 24 to 48 hours. Again, we're using industry best practice tools. These are available to anyone if they want to do this themselves, but we've already set it up. We're practically giving away the service. It's so cheap. And again, this is a little bit about the workflow, but I think the important thing to note is that there's a process. The teams are able to work at scale, and we're able to deliver individual service without being dangerous to our clients by not having the automation in place and overselling the service. So we have the automation in place. We're able to scale as necessary.